There you go. Hey, welcome to the Dennis Herrera Show. I am Dennis and I am here in Honduras. I'm Pedro Zula to be exact. This is going to be one of my last few days here. I am at a Pizza Hut. Hopefully that this music doesn't get all copyrighted on there. But I'm going to try a calzone from Pizza Hut. I know you guys probably already had this yourselves, but I have never bought a calzone for myself before, so I figure, you know what? Before I go back to the States, before I get deported back to the United States of America, I am gonna go ahead and get a calzone here at Pizza Hut. I'm waiting for it, so in a moment, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go get it. All right. Today I am breaking my diet once again. I will say to you, oh, hey, you guys are already in here. All right. Dustin, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live, I guess. Omar, how are you, little bro? Yeah, fight, 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 baby. I hope the audio is okay for you guys. It is kind of loud in here, but with the music. And yeah, we've just been chilling. Dosito, how are you? My man, how are you? Robert, good afternoon, everybody. Brian, welcome, Brian. Burning 47, welcome. The Medal of Mexican Border Defense. I should get one of those. Now, guys, if I look 10 years younger, it's because I have the filter set on my YouTube. Let's see if I take that off. You get to see the real me. But we'll put the filter on just so that I can feel better about myself today. Juan Alberto, how are you, my friend? Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. I have been, I've been trying to not keep talking about politics while I'm down here, but you guys know I got to do it. So we got to do it. Ozzy, how are you? I've been seeing Ozzy supporting other conservatives, other MAGA brothers and sisters out there. Welcome. God bless you, Juan. Thank you for that. So one of the reasons why I wanted to go live is because I've seen I guess everybody does it. But I've seen like two of the worst libtards that do podcasts just like I do, right? And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to these guys. Maybe they will, maybe they will ask themselves questions. But it wasn't about that. It was more about ganging up on people that call in. Now, guys, I get it. We're gonna defend our own, right? We're gonna defend each other. But when they're spitting the wrong, like no facts at all. It's crazy to sit there and just let it go, Hey Casimir, how are you? Thank you for loving the channel. I'm just a guy trying to use common sense. I am a migrant. If you can see, I'm from Honduras, and I live in Washington State. I'm a migrant that respects the law. I believe that every country should have a border, and every border should be respected. And the moment that we get away from that, we start falling into corruption. People that break one law will most likely break another law, and eventually you become a lawless person. I have found that there is a lot of these paid protesters that are out there in Minnesota specifically. Some of them have actually worked in Tampon Tim's campaign. It doesn't surprise me. I will expect that everybody that is involved of getting Tampon Tim getting elected, it's involved in this protest. I wouldn't expect any less. And it just kind of gets to me that people, American people, I'm going to say this. I don't think that is the majority of American people. I think there is millions of illegal immigrants in the United States of America that back up the very few Americans that are turning against our own country. and it bugs me. And it bugs me because, the United States is a beacon of hope in the world. The United States is a beacon of light in the world. And if we, you and I, and anybody else that joins us, hey, and I don't, if we join and we stay true to ourselves, we can still fight for our country to be the greatest country in the world. And the reason why that it's important is because this is the only country, I'm talking about the United States of America here. It's the only country that gives to other countries around the world. 197, I think it was, or 176. I can't remember the number. But that's how many countries we help from the United States of America. So, and my only message to Americans is, listen, if you care about Hondurans that are struggling in Honduras, we have organizations to feed the hungry. We have organizations to build houses, etc. And we can do that together as well. If you guys don't trust those big corporations or organizations, we can do something ourselves, but we gotta stay strong. We gotta continue to believe that the laws of the land need to be upheld. And a lot of people have just forgotten about that. Or they just don't care, they're criminals, and they just wanna do what they wanna do. Dosito says, I don't know how Tim Walz and Jacob Frey sleep at night knowing the blood is on their hands. Thank you, friends. The greatest gift you can give somebody, it's your time. Because when you give your time, you give a portion of your life that can never get back. That is true, D-Boy. That is true. I like that. President Trump just met up with President of Honduras. Ah, man, I missed it. You gotta be kidding me. Omar, I'm telling you, man, those kind of things are not important for people down here, but they should be important. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna listen to it. Juan Alberto, you give me hope for your support. Thank you for that. Yeah, God bless you guys, every single one of you. God bless every single one of you in here. Happy birthday to Nathan. May Nathan have many more birthdays in his life. Happy, filled with joy. God bless you. Fix the USA, not other countries. Marlene, being America first, we are considered to be the big brother in the world. Big brother for many countries. And as a big brother, I can tell you that being the last of the brothers, myself, I'm the youngest. As I see a big brother, we need to support and help those who can't help themselves. I get it, America first. But that's why I want the United States of America to stay number one, to stay the strongest, so that we can help them. But that doesn't mean that we're gonna sacrifice Americans' well-being over the world before us. First, we fix our house, and then we'll go out and fix the world. One person at a time. Odin thinks that there's a war on intelligence and children. I wouldn't call it a war. Do you know about Project Bluebeam? I'm assuming that's a Democratic project. I don't care what they want to do. But I will probably look into it once I get back to the States. Honduras first. Yeah. If I was living here in Honduras, I would do something to help here in Honduras. But I live in the States, so the United States of America is first for me. Let's see, Brian. What the hell are you talking about, Odin? I don't know. Just let him go. Let him go. Kyle, how are you? Welcome, Kyle. God bless the United States, Marlene. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. Euro-African. Oh, that's an interesting one. I remember you. We kissed at that gay bar in Miami last year. That was a very sweet kiss. There you go. Get a second one. You get extra kisses from me. Don't worry. It's okay. It's all good, guys. Don't worry about those little comments. I thought it's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, you can give people 5 minute timeout. If they get out of line, believe me, I will make sure that I block them. Don't worry about that, guys. Newscom 2028 says Larry. Now, Larry, we've been waiting 16 years to see a train in California that costs, by the end it's done, it's going to cost over 134 or 138 billion dollars, and that's probably just a low park number. So good luck with that. The guy has destroyed California as we know it. David, welcome, David. It was crazy seeing Venezuelans holding the American flag on Venezuelan streets, celebrating the USA. You know, if something big like that happened here in Honduras, it would be the same way. They will be raising the American flag. Because people that have been oppressed for such a long time and they feel like they don't have a voice anymore, seeing the United States of America, Big Brother, coming in to rescue, you know, makes them feel like there's hope for their life, and I love that. Most Venezuelans love Trump, absolutely. Man, now that Omar says that President Trump met with the Honduran president, I am so eager to go watch it. If you see me looking this way, it's because I'm waiting for my order. I order El Calzone. I know it's backwards. Sorry about that. It was 214 lempiras. That's about almost $10. Almost $10. It's a calzone. I guess it comes with some fries and a drink, a Pepsi, and a plastic bottle. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Not the cheapest, but it's not too bad. So I'm just waiting for my food so I can have lunch. Hey Derek, how are you? It's good to see you, man. Mr. Mike, how are you? Welcome, welcome. US, welcome. Double Dog. Gavin Newscom, I can't stand him. Let's see what else we got in here. I can't read all the comments, guys, because I didn't bring my glasses and the letters are very small. You guys are welcome to put capital letters if you want. The house doesn't work very good if power broke down. True. We'll continue to have Trinity, our sister Trinity, on prayer. Tennessee got hit pretty hard with the snow, and there's a lot of people without power still. We don't want to abolish ICE. We want to support ICE. ICE it's needed in our country. Larry says Honduras is the armpit of the world, and you know what? Honduras is very underrated. And now I do know that there's a lot of uneducated people out there because they have bought into this lie that you don't need to be schooled or educated in order for you to have your business, but you do, especially if they're still maintaining the old school ways of teaching. This whole new way of teaching gender and all this other crap, it just doesn't work. El calzón. I'll be back. All right, thanks for waiting, guys. So I got my Pepsi and I got my food here. Doesn't look as big as I thought. But this is what the calzone looks like in Honduras. I'll try not to spill it. Let me try to tilt this a little bit. You know what? I can actually grab it. This is a calzone in Pizza Hut, Honduras. Oh yeah. It comes with some potato wedges, a little bit of ranch. The box opens nicely, so it looks like a big plate. Excuse me while I eat and talk. We'll give it a chance to cool down a little bit. So as I was saying, Honduras is very underrated. There is so many there's so many jobs that the United States can provide for Hondurans, and they're okay. They're paid average pay. Most people they will need let me see, if you want to live good here, if you're just a single person, you need to make at least 20 to 25,000 lempiras, which means anywhere between $800 to $1,000. Okay, and then you can live fine. If you're gonna go an extra person, you want to have family, you might want to double that amount. Okay, that's if you want to live very good. Now the reason why I mentioned that is because in Honduras, some of you guys already know, right, that we have a lot of clothes manufacturers here, and these factories employed tens of thousands of people. So if the United States concentrates on making car manufacturers, chip manufacturers, all these other manufacturers over there that are more expensive, more money to come into the table, they can give the other jobs that they don't want to have in the United States to Honduras. Mexico, the Mexican president, she's so dumb. She don't know what the hell she's doing. And most of the presidents in Mexico, they let their ego get in their way. And they don't understand that if they make a good deal with the United States, just as our dollar is well, more money for them, you will think they want to have peace with us. You will think that they will bend some of their egotistical ways and try to work hand in hand with the United States of America, because their people would benefit big time. Clothing, socks, underwear, t-shirts, jackets, etc. Clothing items that the United States doesn't want to waste time on making. We can concentrate on doing bigger things, like building ships, right? Building more planes. We got Boeing. Boeing has over 30,000 employees. We can concentrate on businesses like that. And having that relationship between the countries will make it even easier for the migrants to be able to go back and forth. They can have an option to come to Honduras, or they can go back to the States, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they can go in and make the money that they want, and they will have permission to do it. Americans wouldn't have to fight or blame immigrants for taking their jobs, as they say. Pizza guy, calzone from Pizza Hut. I'm eating my potato wedges first. I don't know, I'm just spitballing out here with the benefits of giving Honduran jobs and the United States having a place to bring their military to be strategic in the world. All right, let me read some comments. After I dip this on the ranch. What's crazy is I never ordered one of these in the States, so. Oh. Not bad. It's crispy. Not bad. Brock says, this guy hasn't been deported yet. I'm already in Honduras, my friend. I should be eating a salad. But you know what? I'm in Honduras and I want to eat the food that I want here. When I get back to the States, I'll get back on my diet. Good looking out. Juan Alberto is 100% right. You don't get deported when you do everything the right way, the legal way. You get rewarded when you obey the law. Not by the ocean, guys. It's the blue sky, isn't it? It's beautiful weather today. This is what I wanted to see every day. And instead I got gloomy, rainy weather. I guess the only way you can shut me up is if I'm eating. That's okay with me. Salud, Hammerman. Except no beer. I like how we have people that are young in their 20s thinking that they know how the world works. You can't be a language. I like that. Yeah, Derek, you know what diet's all about. Omar gets asked 100 times if he is. Está bajando. Está bajando. Gracias. Yeah, unions. I'm not a big union guy. I'm telling you. I'm gonna have a big talk with unions in Washington. Pizza guy, if we only have poor people running the country, guess what this will make our country? Somalia. And we don't want that. Visit Tegucigalpa, the craziest runway land a plane in. Let it fly to San Pedro Sula and drive to the middle of the country, man. You know? I'm not really like a Pepsi guy. I really don't have preferences because I will drink the Coke Zero. Wow. Hey Tyler, how are you? Claudia Sheinbaum is a joke. Let me finish my food and I'll get into it. Here's one. My favorite is always banana, but there's so much sugar on it. I try not to drink soda while I'm here. Hammerman is gonna wait till I get back to the States so that he can go off on me again. You know what's crazy? It's gonna sound stupid, but I have subscribers that don't like me 90%. But the thing about it, it's like Batman and the Joker. I need a nemesis. So this, so the libtards that come in here to insult me sometimes, they're so loyal. They're here all the time. I kind of miss them because, like Trinity always tells me, maybe they stick around because they like something they hear, and that, my friends, it's a good thing. Ooh, that was nice. A pizza guy. Last bite. You know what's funny? Says pizza guy in the super chat. America. Oh, now it's America. Had no problem turning America into Somalia when they enslave people because they are racist and Jesus will judge. True. So why do you support the racist party, pizza guy? Why would you support the racist party? Why would you support the racist party that voted against the 13th Amendment? Why would you support the party that voted against slaves being free? Why would you support the racist party that didn't want to allow black men to vote? You see that? That's why I can't support Democrats anymore. I thought it changed for a while, but they're still the same dirty people. So you know what the Democrats are doing right now? They are replacing those black slaves, because they're still racist. They're replacing those black slaves, because that's how they see black people, with illegal immigrants. See, I believe, for a little bit, I believe the party have flipped, but it hasn't. No, they're still the same scum. And I'm going to tell you something. Because black men became free, because black men are actually now seeing the same as everybody else. They want fair wages. And Democrats don't like that. So what do they need? They need, excuse me, fresh blood, fresh slaves. And who is that? That's right, illegal immigrants. Truth teller, you want me to tell the truth, right? Figure it out. Do your research and then come back to me. What's crazy is that you support a Democratic Party that even after 100 years of horrible things, you still don't see that that's the wrong party to support. You know what I noticed about protesters out on the street? A lot of protesters out on the street, they're it's like a combination of libtards and retards. Some of them, they they believe in no borders. Okay, they're little retards. No borders. This is one group. And then you have the group that has a mental illness, LGBTQ, transgenderism. These guys have a mental illness. And then you have a religious group. We're not going to mention the name, but you know which one I'm talking about. You have a religious group that hates America. So now you have these three clusters of libtards and retards. And then you have another group of people that are loyalists to the racist Democratic Party, the KKK. So now you got these four clumps of turds around. And then you have the last one, which are the ones that support the corrupted Democrat politicians who want slavery back in a different form, disguising themselves as the good people, but in reality they're just wolves in sheep's clothing. So now you got all these big five clusters of turds, and liberals and the Democrats, and we call them libtard retards. Now, if you went to the Leering Center, you know what I'm talking about. This is one-on-one libtards in the Leering Center. So I hope that you leer a lot in that center. Now, with that being said, let's see what is it. Hate to see what coloring books look like at the Lear Center. I like it. What's going on? Oh, Otto the Awesome says, you are one effed up in the head individual. Yeah, we'll hide that. The other one is from Santiago. You sound like a bandito. You must be Mexican. Wrong on both counts. I had to read it, guys, because I thought it was okay to say. Yeah. Juan is a badass. I like Juan Alberto. I like Juan. Elijah says they haven't been able to get anything done, good or bad, for decades. So I had communication with Pizza Guy. Now you guys have to understand. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all people. Let me move here because I'm starting to get a little hot sun right here. So I allowed the phone that I'm doing my live on is the phone that I have data on. That's why I'm using it, okay? But that is the phone number that I use when I take calls in the States from viewers like you. And so I text people that I know that have supported my channel, whether they disagree with me, maybe 90 to 100%, it doesn't matter. I still consider them friends because they show me love and support in other ways. And I'm okay with that. So Pizza Guy is one of them. And I told them yesterday, I said, Pizza Guy, look, here's another super five. Let me see. Pizza Guy's a little broke today on Sunday. Funny conservators supported segregation and also went back. And when black people wanted their wages, they shipped jobs to China because they are commie reds. That's the Democratic Party, my friend. That is the Democratic Party. Let's remember that Nancy Pelosi was all nationalist until she started making some money and she learned that by going globalist, she was going to make more money. And they started shipping jobs overseas. I'm not going to tell you that there hasn't been retards on the Republican side. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that the Democratic Party hasn't changed. They are still the same racists that we know. Let me flip this a little bit up so I can see better. In Australia, we have 36 different types of birds of prey. Well, that's good to know, William. I actually like that about Australia. And let's see. So, okay, so what I'm saying about Pizza Guy is that I have people telling me, "Hey, Dennis, how was your vacation? How you doing in Honduras? Hope everything is well." And Pizza Guy's got me over here working overtime, asking me questions. And just telling me about religion and politics. And I'm like, bro, why are you making me work? You know I'm over here trying to spend some time in my country, trying to relax. And everybody tells me, have a good time, hope you're doing good. And you're over here making me argue about religion and politics. I don't get it. Pizza Guy had to tie today, that's why he's broke. Oh, that's cold. Hey, listen, Robert, be nice. If he's a religious man and he does give tithes, those tithes go to God, okay? That's to honor God. Whether the man steals it or not is irrelevant. He does it in order to honor God. Excuse me. Jonah says, laugh my ass off, the hilarious coming from you, pizza. Whoa, Jonah, be nice. Pizza Guy, bro, you are not making friends in here. I swear I'm the only friend you have in this chat. Felix, how are you, Felix? Welcome. Yeah, that's good for you, Pizza Guy. I'm glad that you actually go to church. Now, I hope they teach you something good, because what you know so far is not helping, brother. Not helping. Slaves were treated the same in the North. Truth teller, that's a lie. You know that. You know that the only difference is that the slaves from the South had to do the manual labor with cotton and other materials that they had to trade, and the North was just not doing that sort of work. So this is why you get a lot of the people from the South calling other blacks from the North Uncle Tom. But that's because they're jealous. They are mad that they are not suffering like they are. And that's what poor people do. Poor people get mad at billionaires because they're billionaires, because they have somehow worked so hard in their life, invested, and now are well off with lots of money. It's the same mentality. Why would you hate billionaires? I just don't understand. I wish that you would actually be the kind of person that says, you know what? There's a lot of rich people in the world. Guess what? I want to be one of them. How about that mentality? How about instead of trying to be jealous and envious of somebody else's success, why don't you look at that and learn? You know, one of the things that we learn when we're going through entrepreneurship, we learn to hang out with people that think alike. If you want to be successful, you want to hang out with people that are successful. And if you want to be a loser, whether you want to be hanging around with a person that likes to lose. If you want to ask for forgiveness, you better be willing to give forgiveness. If you want to be blessed, you better be willing to bless. But how are you going to be blessed if you keep being envious and jealous of people's success? Tony, that's correct, 100%, Tony. Billionaires provide jobs. Teller is a hot-tard. He thinks he knows, he don't know shit. DeCito, you're tough, bro. Lisa works 12 hours a day. You can be rich. That could be part of it. Manuel Correa, man, this guy. He's a fan. He's a true fan. Majority of rich people now are born rich. So what? Isn't that what you want for your kids? Tell me. Let me ask you a question. A serious question. Do you work your butt off? Do you want to accumulate wealth just for yourself? Or do you think maybe in the scheme of making a better future for your children, you would want to leave them some inheritance? I tell you what, I'm not rich. But whenever I think about making money, whenever I think about talking about the United States of America, I want the United States of America to be the best country in the world forever. You know why? Because my children will live there. and their children will probably live there until Jesus comes. So the idea that you want to hate people that are born into into wealth is ridiculous. You don't. Would you work your ass off all your life so that your children can grow up to be poor and suffer? Why not leave some wealth for them and teach them good moral Christian values? They might just turn out to be great citizens for the future of this nation. You got to be able and willing to sacrifice if you want to get ahead. I don't have a Seahawks hat over here, so yeah, it is what it is. Truth teller would rather pick cotton than work in a factory. I don't think you know what you're asking. Have you ever picked cotton? Good luck with your fingers. Good luck. I don't think you know what you're talking about. But it's okay, don't worry about it. Jonah says, want to be successful, hang out with successful people. That's it. Want to be a loser, hang out with pizza shit. This guy. Actually, pizza guy, listen, I'm gonna try to set the record straight because you guys don't listen to me sometimes. Pizza guy works his ass off. He actually thinks like a conservative. I don't know why he supports Democrats. I don't know where he got this evil idea about Trump. I really don't know. But he's actually doing what conservatives do, and he's supporting Democrats who do the opposite of what he does. I don't understand. Prince Kyriakos says, I am 70 years old. I'm still working as a dishwasher. Hey, that's not good. What happened? Something must have happened. Oh my God. Truth teller, no you didn't. Listen, I'm going to show you comments so everybody can read it. As a matter of fact, I'll just say it. Truth teller says the slaves, listen to this, the slaves had a good life until the North invaded the South. Truth teller, how old are you? You must be very young or very old and dumb. I cannot believe you said that. Cannot believe you said that. I'll show the comments so people can see it if they want to. Man, I should have brought my glasses. Let me see. Did I bring? No, I didn't bring my glasses. Oh, I know how I'm going to read this. I'll use my phone. I'll use my phone to read the phone. All right, there you go. Truth tellers say he treated his slaves like family. You know what free black women and men were doing? They were treating family like slaves. Free black women were marrying slave black men. That's how they would run them. That's how they can be the head of the house. You have the same mentality, truth teller. You're a loyalist, a true Democrat you are, my friend. Ow! Coyotes in the house, Dennis Soup. They still do, says Samuel. Bro, go live somewhere else other than USA. You won't like it. You'll take the first plane to Anchorage, Alaska, and think that's paradise. Oh, man. I think Honduras really, truly is a paradise if you really learn the way to make money. You know what I've learned in life? Now, this is not to put anybody's ideals down or whatever, but this is just what I've learned in life. I learned that sometimes the nicer you are to some people, keyword, some people, the nicer you are to some people, the worse they would treat you. The more you give your love to some people, the more they hate you. The harder you work, the less they appreciate you. That's what I learned in life. And I learned that the only true good thing in my life is Jesus Christ. Nothing I ever do is any good, but Jesus Christ, He's everything. He's everything. Hey Tanya, how are you? I see you, sis. Blacks for Trump says Danica Ryder. Welcome, welcome. That's right. That's right, truth teller. You can't serve two masters. Because you will love one and hate the other. And that's exactly what Democrats do. Some Republicans do the same thing. You know, they don't understand that the only true master that we should be serving is God, Jesus Christ. And if we are serving God, Jesus Christ, then we would understand why President Trump is in office. But you don't serve God, so you don't know why President Trump is in office. Truth. Yeah. So I believe on people helping people that are helping themselves. People that are lazy, you just don't get my support. But if you work hard and somebody was to give you a break, I believe you deserve it. You know, while I was eating last night, I was eating pollo campero, which is something that MindSpeak has been bugging me to go try. I will say, the news is so good. Probably the best chicken that I have tasted here in Honduras so far. So MindSpeak. I will probably share the video with everybody eventually about everything here that I have gone to in Honduras. And I haven't really gone anywhere, but the videos that I have, we'll go ahead and talk about it someday. How are you, C4? Thanks for joining. Got old country chicken. No, pollo campero is actually the best chicken that I have had here in Honduras. So kudos, because that's a Salvadorian restaurant, I believe. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what happens? It's kind of deflecting a little bit, right, from where we were. Just switching gears to something else. It's people make great food, but the moment that you become very popular, you get so filled with the rush and everything that you stop paying attention to the small details and you forget about the love that you have for making the food, and you worry more about making the money that you need. You should always want to make the money that you need, but you should never lose the love and the passion for what you do, because then you actually start losing customers. People don't recommend your product anymore because you gave up on it. Cray Mills is in the house. Good afternoon. Unfortunately, slavery exists to this day, especially in Africa, not in the States. Danica says they cut corners by cheaper product. Yep. And then they lose their clients. You know, I've gone to, okay, so there's a place called Power Chicken over here. Power Chicken, I love the chicken from Power Chicken, but it seems like it's not as fresh as it used to. I had some ribs. They were just too chewy. They didn't feel fresh. It wasn't hot, so it was very underwhelming. And just the rice was undercooked. And it's like, I don't want to go there anymore. And it used to be the place to go. Team Jacob says Honduras so trash, my guy. No, Honduras is not trash. Honduras is beautiful. Is there a lot of trash on the streets? Yes. And that has nothing to do with the country. It has to do with individuals. Because I know a lot of individuals who wait until they go to a garbage can to be able to throw their garbage away. To where most people just throw them out the window of the car, out the bus, etc. And yeah, we just don't do that. Brian says, James, you are Leering Center grad, right? Poor James. Everybody knows all the Leering Center graduates. They come into my chat sometimes to say hello. Yes, Honduras does have open sewers, and it stinks sometimes. This is true. Cartel Dennis pushing drugs from Honduras. Brush, stop sharing misinformation. This is how you libtards got in trouble before. C4, it is partially culture. It is partially culture, but it's not the Honduran culture. It's just lazy people culture. Hey Scott, how are you, my friend? Jonna, is that the defining factor of trash? Take a look at California. You know what? Don't judge unless you be judged. First, take that big stick out of your eye before you can try to get the speck out of your brother's eye. Remember that. So for somebody to call Honduras trash and they live in California, I laugh at that. Thank you, Jonah, for bringing some light into that. Joseph DeAngelis says hello to everyone today from New York, cold-ass New York State. That's how I read that. All right, you guys want me to walk around for a little bit? There's nothing really much going out this way. The last time that I did a live, I walked in that direction. Pretty underwhelming, to be honest. I do have my brothers, my grown-up brothers and my actual blood-related brother. They went this morning to buy a bunch of meat. And they're gonna, I guess, I don't know if they're gonna barbecue it or what they're gonna do with it. But all I know is that they're gonna prepare this so that we can watch the Super Bowl. Go Hawks! Seahawks! Seahawks! Let's see. Juan Alberto says, exactly, I visited LA 16 years ago and LA looked like a third world shithole. Oh, city, my bad. It does, man, it does. I remember looking at the news. I guess somebody robbed a train with a bunch of Amazon products. That's a damn shame. Well, insurance company covered it, I guess, but the hoodlums, the thieves, the poor mentality culture people, they have been destroying California and taking it apart little by little. Hawks suck, got Patriots. Patriots suck. Go Seahawks. Hey, tonight will be the determining factor. Seahawks will win the Super Bowl. I tell you what, if we lose it though, it's okay. At least we're gonna have some good food, supposedly. I just ate a big ass calzone with some potato wedges. I don't even know if I'm gonna be eating that much, to be honest. I'll try to measure myself. Hey, Jim Rat, what's happening? Joseph, welcome to the fam. Joseph says Jonah. Hey, Joseph, how are you? Jer Mystic says it's only certain parts of Los Angeles and few other the mega cities that have trash all over it. And you can blame Democrat leadership for that bureaucratic inefficiency and lazy people. Tell me, Jer Mystic, what do you think about Seattle, Washington? It's all put away now. All the garbage is in here. Isn't that awesome? My Pepsi bottle and the leftover all in here, ready to go in the garbage. Mike Martin. Mike, What the hell, man? You think this is some sort of fans club? What's wrong with you? I'm a married man. Last thing I need is all these women to go crazy when I take off this shirt. Oh man. North Carolina, take your shirt off. Oh man, I'm glad I said that. The wife is in the chat. Imagine I take my shirt off over here. The wife will be mad. All the girls will be going crazy on my live with the Dennis Herrera fans only channel. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, train never got built after years of getting rich, laid no tracks. So after 16 years, he is celebrating that they're gonna start putting tracks on the ground. He already stole all that money. Stupid people. Stupid people. C4 says most cities that are trash, it's just laziness in general. Yep. Don't poop where you sleep. But in urban cities, accept government to fix everything. Yeah. Here's the thing that I talked to Pizza Guy when he was bugging me on my time off. I told him, I said, Pizza Guy, let me tell you something. I said, you know, everybody that sends me a text message, because I have a few people from my members, especially my members, a few people that have my number. My man. What's up, Mike? What's going on, man? I thought you got mad at me because I said I was metrosexual. I said that the other day, and man just left the chat pissed off. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. I'm just playing with you, brother. It's good to see you, man. You're ready to get deported. I am in Honduras, my friend. So it's funny because I'm gonna show you guys, okay? I'm gonna show you Pizza Hut. And I'll get back to people bugging me on my vacation. All right, I want you to read. Believe in the power of pizza, pan pizza, for the love of pizza, always delivering our love of pizza. Look at that. Hot cheese grande to go. Hot cheese grande, pan pizza, gigantic. Look at that. Look at this cutie pie. She's so cute and she's very smart. Now all you perverts out there, I'm just pointing out the obvious. So that's how they decorate the Pizza Hut here in Honduras. Now this is not like the big restaurant. This is more like a small location of Pizza Hut. They do have chicken wings. They got chicken nuggets. Spicy wings are the best because those, for some reason, they don't have barbecue chicken here. So they have spicy wings, which is not that spicy. It's really pleasant, mild spicy, and they're very good. You literally just take the meat off the bone. Very nice. It tastes pretty good. I tried the personal pan pizza. Was very good. For some reason, the flour here tastes better. I don't know why. It just does. But yeah, no, it's great. It's great. Let me put this up so I can read better. I scroll too hard. It's me. I don't know what you're saying, Tanya. Truth Teller likes the Pizza Hut. I have no idea, Amber. In Sterling Heights, Dosito, Juana. It's Juan Alberto, man. It's not Juana. Hey, Eric, what's going on, man? Eric says you're a complicit and you will never be forgiven. Oh man, I'm over here trying to be nice to people, and Eric just wants to just destroy people. So sad, so sad. Giorgio says because he's married and she is a young girl. I don't know what the hell you guys said there, but don't zoom in on her. But he's MAGA, so I get it. Here, I'm gonna zoom in on something just for you, libtards. You ready? This is for my libtards. There you go. Enjoy. That's what libtards like. That's just wrong. I apologize about that. That ain't right. That just ain't right. I apologize. Oh man. Let's see. He keeps telling me to say hi when I do that. Oh, Tanya. Let's see. Maybe, yeah, enriched flour in America. Let's see. My YouTube subscription has been paid. That means I am $28 broke. Hands down, Eric says, Amber. Yeah, I know Docito, I know, but it's Juan Alberto, I believe. Yeah, hey man, I got to show something for the libtards. They got to be entertained as well. Oh, Juan Alberto says I'm 6'1", 220 pounds. Wrestled Greco-Roman in high alcohol. Was a state champion. Trained in some Jeet Kudo. I don't know what that is. Love Bruce Lee. Love Bruce Lee as well. Giorgio is jealous over MAGA, says Danny Carrider. Danny Carrider, my bad, sorry about that. Butchering you guys' usernames. Yes, thank you, Dennis. You can call me Beto. Beto or Beto? Beto. Well, it's Beto, guys, it's Beto. But I'm just trying to make the English accent just funnier. Giorgio says, really jealous. I wish I was eating Pizza Hut in vacation. Giorgio, you can do it if you really want to do it. I plan on coming here again, obviously. I'm hoping to come with my wife and my kids. But if they don't behave, if they don't do what I say, if they don't respect me, they will be punished and they will stay home and I will come back alone. I know Lisa's gonna be mad at me for saying that, but listen, I always want to have a good, relaxing time off, okay? So that's why I say that, and I don't need people to make it bad for me. Not even the wife. Even the wife gets to be in timeout. Let's take a little walk outside. It is freaking hot, just so you know. Because today, it was finally beautiful. And the weather is doing what it's supposed to. Gracias, ma'am. Believe me, there's a lot more honeys that I can zoom in on. Oh, I mean, sorry, libtards. You guys misunderstand that. There is other girls. Just so you know, I asked her, she's 25 years old. Just in case you were wondering. Now I want to show you. I still got it. You know, for some reason, women in Honduras think I'm handsome. They don't know any better. I love Honduras. I'm going to show you guys the stores that we have on this little mini plaza. I'm going to get in trouble with so many people with this. Everything I'm saying, they're going to bring it up when I'm running for governor. Be like, oh my God, there's the pervert guy looking at the honeys in Honduras. Then as I can't take the cold anymore, it's literally freezing outside. Yeah, it's hot. I mean, it's cold. It's 80 degrees out here. Let me zoom out. Too zoomed in. Quickie. You guys like Quickie? There's Quickie, Convenience Express. And then there is Taco Pollo, not Taco Polos, Pollo. And then Los Andes Panaderia is just, they make bread, okay? I don't have the word in English right now for some reason. And then there's Picasa, they have like school supplies. And there's a small pharmacy here, which I am actually gonna go in and get some stuff from there as well. And then there's Verzel's coffee, kind of like a Starbucks, I guess, kind of. And there's a Pizza Hut in the corner. And you guys may already have seen this. The last time I walked, I went that way and then I went all the way down. Derek enjoys the quickies. Yes, sir, I get you. Me too. The hospital is in trouble. Tuesday when I go for testing. Robert, we're praying for you, brother. Hey, Shirley, I'm so glad I'm only in this world and not of this world. That's right, baby. That's right. Yeah, there's only 80 degrees. It's pretty chill over here. There's really nothing that way, guys. So I'm not gonna walk that way. Let's at least walk down to the gas station over there. Some of you guys can get to see the hot weather coming over here. Remember, as I told you before, you got to look out for the cars. The cars don't look out for the pedestrians. That lady was staring at me so long, she forgot she had a green light. You know, I always said I'm just going to walk a block or two. And the last time, I actually went all the way down there. Ended up walking 3.5 miles. Now my compadre is driving by, honking, saying hello. This is an area where they have a lot of big trucks, manufacturers. They have a bunch of like different products for restaurants. Kind of like if you had, well, here, there's some. There's Pollo del Rey, Toledo, Frank's. This is where they keep all their frozen food, and then they'll deliver it to the franchisees. To, you know, places like, you know, if they, like McDonald's, this is where they will get their food from, so to speak. Except these are different brands. This is where they keep all that stuff. I don't know what they keep over there, but it looks like it's a bunch of mattresses and bottles or some stuff like that. I can't see. I can't read the comments anymore. Let's see. Saw a great short dude put tracks on a C5 vet, made it a snowmobile. Nice. Man, if you guys live in a place where you get a lot of snow, you actually should have those little those things that you can put on your tires. Now, I gotta be careful because I really don't know if they actually don't damage your car or anything like that. So maybe I should just say be careful with it. But nonetheless, it could be a good idea. You know what? There is an ice cream place. I think we're gonna go there. I think there's an ice cream place way up there, maybe 3/4, maybe a mile from here. Hopefully it's not too long. Holy shit. Look at that guy. Somebody really wants to get off. You know why I turned around? I want to make sure that ain't nobody trying to jump out of a car and take me. I will not go down into the night. without a fight. Hola! As his father is laying down, trying to take a nap, and his boy is playing with the wheel. He's not alone in there, guys, just in case you're wondering. He's with his father. All right, remember I told you guys, well, you guys probably were not on my live before, but there is a coffee place that seems to be all over the place, and that is Espresso Americano. Espresso Americano. Coffee is actually pretty good. Pretty good. There's a Texaco here. Buenas. I wasn't going to walk this far, guys, but you know how it is. Once I start walking and talking with you guys, I think I know why my wife wants to come here with me. Casi me paro, no me había fijado que estaban pintando. Ya veo. Okay. I told him, I was like, I didn't know you guys were painting the ground. He says, no, over there from that line, it's wet. I almost stepped on it. I'm telling you, Robert, you come down here, bro, there's gonna be a lot of senoritas smiling and waving at you. Oh yeah, it happens. I mean, look at me. I'm not the best looking guy, but I can tell you that my chances of getting a girl compared to the United States of America, it's about 300% higher here than it is over there. Don't worry, wifey. I'm not looking for another girl. You are enough for me. All you gotta do is behave. That's all. That's all I ask. All right, so I think that ice cream place is probably about a mile longer. Juan Alberto, I agree. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're looking for a wife here in Honduras, I'm going to tell you something. There is a lot of women that do want to be married and settle down, have their house, everything. But there's so many good-looking women that you gotta really take your time and make sure that's really what you want. Because you also have gold diggers. There's nothing wrong with a woman wanting to be with a man because of the wealth. Nothing wrong with that. That's okay. The men should bring something to the table. I understand that. But what I mean by gold digger means that all they want is the money, and they're not willing to give you love. That's it. Women that give you love will stick with you, no matter what. Gold diggers won't. They just want what you got, and they'll get rid of you. All right, there's a little path over here, looks like a little bridge, so that I can get over to the other side. Now I'm going to show you why we need that bridge. Yeah, they will not stop. There's a sidewalk here, but there's a walkway, but they won't stop. So they have this, so when it rains a lot, right, the water won't be on the streets too much. Yeah, they want the money, but they don't want to give up the honey. Man, that sun is burning my left ear. Hey Rod, I see you, verily. Now this is San Pedro Sula, Honduras. This is my country of birth. I think the ice cream place is called Saritas. Saritas. I think. We'll find out once we get there. I thought it was a lot closer. It's a little bit farther than I thought. "51 degrees is pretty warm. We have just reached 81. Should be going down a few degrees actually. I'm about $1,000 short, otherwise I would stay longer. But actually, something happened in the islands of Honduras. So if anybody is thinking about coming for vacation to the Honduras island, I will say, as Kamala said once, don't come. Don't come. Why? Well, Roatan, the Bay Islands of Honduras, are gorgeous. A true paradise. They really are. But but there is a little phenomenon called algae in the ocean. And for some reason, more than normal have detached from the deep sea. And all of those weeds and the algae come to the shores of the Bay Islands. And with that, well, you can't go swimming. You won't get that little, I'm gonna stay here in a little shade for a little bit. You don't get the beautiful turquoise water to swim in. It's just not possible, okay? I don't have a car myself here. No, I don't. Now, I could be riding one of those little buses. They go all over the place, but normally means that I'm gonna have to have like 2 girls sitting on my lap or 1 big fat guy. And well, I don't want to chance it. All right, let's keep walking. I had to cool off in the shade for a little bit. One thing I had to make sure is, I've been walking for 10 minutes only, that's it. One thing that I have to make sure is that I stay hydrated. Because sometimes you would think that being on the hot weather, you would just be thirsty all the time. But that's not the case. And so if you're not used to hot weather, you can dehydrate very fast and not even know it. Now, what I do notice, even though I did drink a Pepsi, is I got a headache. And a headache for me could mean two things. One, I'm getting dehydrated. Two, I need coffee. I need coffee. Now, I don't have any cash on me. I only have my card. They honk at me because they're just letting me know, or they're asking me if I need a ride. That's a taxi and what we called a quickie. Those are the little buses. Guys, I don't see any signs of this ice cream place that I'm looking for. So I'm starting to worry about it. Oh, Docito, if you're still here, I heard that company, Uno, they are taking out the competition. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I should have zoomed out. They're taking out Shell's, Texaco, all other gas companies, gas stations. And what it is, because I try to find out some information. What it is they have worked like some sort of empire, I guess you can call it. And so they got all the permits that they need anywhere that they want to put a gas station on. Okay, they got the connections, they got the hookups. Okay, they got the hookups, and so they have been putting a lot of gas stations out of business, and they have been taking over. So just here in Honduras, I think they have like over 450, 470 gas stations, and they all do the same. They have a convenience store, of course, like a Chevron. And that guy kept staring at me on that motorcycle. He's trying to see if he can take me. I will take that helmet off and beat him with it. I mean, I gotta be nice to people. Great people here in Honduras. Did you guys see them on the video? Looking me down just to see what I got? Oh man, all right. So here's another espresso Americano. And oh, there it is. So we got the pharmacy and Pollo San Pedro. Another chicken place. And Sarita, it is Sarita. Now I love those kind of trees. They're huge, they're gigantic, and they give so much shade. So much shade. Uh-oh, black smoke. Something's on fire or they're burning tires. One or the other. Hey, why don't we go in here into Espresso Americano and grab a coffee? Because I'm getting a headache. Buenas, ¿qué tal? So I was gonna go right here to Saritas for ice cream, but you get to see me on the glass here, I think. Woo. Buenas. All right. That's a beautiful wall. Great picture. I'm gonna try to look and see what kind of coffee I should get. I know the Americano is pretty good. It's just like regular coffee. Let me see if I can get a different. See if I can get a different kind of coffee here. I need people to go to PayPal and PayPal me. No super chats, it's PayPal. PayPal gets to me faster, same day, just within seconds. Super chats get to me once every month, just so you know. I am getting those steps, brother. But the real diet will start once I get back to the States. I've been sharing with some of you guys, not everybody. Not Nescafe, Roberto. I'm glad you're here, Robert, because I called you Roberto. I'm glad you're here because I'm actually gonna get some real coffee. And by the way, it's really nice and cold in here. Let me see. Macchiato? No. Not a latte. I think cappuccino. I think cappuccino is what I need. Yeah, I can drink iced coffee. To be honest, the only coffee that I like cold is Vietnamese coffee. I don't know if you guys had that, but it has a very strong flavor, and I like it. I like the strong flavor. So let me show you the menu here so you guys can help me out. Okay, I'm thinking about getting a cappuccino. I think it is. ¿Está bien si grabo, ¿verdad? ¿No le importa si grabo? Ok. ¿Tiene leche de lactosa? Ok. No, solamente de lactosada. Y no miro el cappuccino, ¿dónde está? ¿Sí hace cappuccino, no? Así lo llama, ok. Vaya pues. Me dicen que les enseñe. You know, one thing that I noticed here in Honduras, they don't have a problem with me recording. People are actually very friendly with it. Okay, so café con leche, le dice usted. Ese va, café con leche que yo. Cabo. Vaya, pues déme uno de esos. 16 o viene en taza especial. ¿No? Ya sabe de cuál le digo, ¿verdad? De las tazas. Está bien, de 16 onzas está bien. De comer no, porque acabo de comer yo nada.
¿Le agrego azúcar?
Tiene sweetener.
Yo tengo morena, esplenda.
Esplenda, una esplenda.
85.
Sí, normal. All right, so the cappuccino here, they just call it coffee with milk, KO. I'm assuming that is stronger than the regular coffee. ¿Es más fuerte que el café regular? Sí. Okay, perfect. Gracias. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is. So it's like a regular coffee, just stronger. That's really what it is, she says. All right, what did Pressure say? And I'm broke here in Honduras. I need my sugar mama wife to send me some money. Hey, I believe in equality. Men and women are equal, remember? All right, so it's good that I came and grabbed the coffee because, besides, you guys already know me. Anything that I get, it's all my wives and my kids. If we ever split, she keeps everything. I take nothing. Well, I take my computer and my electronics that I need to keep working, but she keeps everything, okay? Bottom line. Let's see anybody in here making any comments. I believe it's not, what? Oh man, come on, man. Guys, be nice, man. Some people be putting some nasty ass comments in here. No piggy with the blue hair. No. Actually, no. That's a good point. They don't allow that here. And some of them, when they touch food, they gotta wear a hairnet. That's true. That's true. Good observation, Bernie. We'll allow the piggy comments. Cuban coffee is serious stuff too. Remember having in Little Havana in Miami. I believe you, bro. That's man. Derek says, great point. It is true, man. They don't. They don't have the. They don't have that crazy purple and green hair over here, and none of the big ass nose earrings. I don't know why they do that. Curtis, I can. I can drink anything. I can drink hard liquor. I can drink tequila. I can drink bourbon. I can drink whiskey. I can drink all kinds of beers. I just choose not to. I don't like hangovers, and I get hangovers. I don't like feeling weak, and I don't like feeling controlled in my body. But you know, like if we were hanging out, you know, as friends, yeah, well, I'll take a shot. Why not? I'll take a couple of shots. You know, just as a socialist, you know, thing. But it's not really a must. Oh, she put a heart on it. Hasta un corazoncito, qué lindo. Look at that. Gracias, amor. I asked her if she had a big cup. You know how they got the cups, and she said sorry, she doesn't. They don't have that here. For those wondering, I will be 50 years old in June. Yes, most of my big brothers here are older than me. Woo! That's some strong coffee, my friends. Salud for all my family and friends here on YouTube. For those who are new to my channel, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. I am on vacation in Honduras. This is my third week. I should be heading back to the States here pretty soon. So I thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for being here with me. Some of my crazy ass libtards who are friends of mine in here, I consider you all friends, just so you know. Everybody in here, even those jackasses that want to insult me all the time. Some of you are just trolling, and I understand it. And what I appreciate about some of the people in here, which I don't get mad at them when they troll me, I will go off on them when I need to. But the reason why I don't is because they have known and learned that first you say hello to me, and you treat me with respect, and then we can talk smack. People can curse me, that's okay, because that's the way we talk, but don't curse me because you're just being hateful. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, fool, right? If you just say that I'm a fool, and we're just not talking like that, that's gonna be a little bit offensive. Just if I called you out directly and called you an ignorant fool. That only happens when people make comments directly at me. Robert, this, my friend, is real coffee. Now, I'm not really like a lactose intolerant guy, but sometimes I get that, you know, that after effect that I don't like because it hurts. So I try to get it lactose free, just in case. Yeah, Juan Alberto, you're right. You know, I use names. I in Spanish we call them apodos. I use names. I know, like libtard and ignorance and dumb and stupid, and that's okay. You know, and maybe I shouldn't, but I just feel like that's my way of getting off on something. You know, but in reality, if we're talking, I'm not gonna insult you to your face. It's just when people, like for example, one thing that my mother taught me when I was little, son, if somebody calls you a name and you know that's not you, ignore them. Don't respond to them. Well, that's what I do. But in my chat, if somebody wants to call me names, expect to be called back. So, for example, if I say you're a libtard and you comment, well, that means that you're a libtard. But if you don't respond to that comment, then you have nothing to worry about because it's not about you. I gotta lick the. That burns. All right, anyways, guys, I'm just talking nonsense. Forget about it. Let me see, ask me a question. What's going on over there? I'll go ahead and show you a little bit more of the Honduras walk over here. But go ahead and ask me any questions that you have. Anything that has to do with politics right now. Don Mick says, you got substance in your character, Dennis, at which I don't see that much. True respect from this retired Navy veteran in Washington State. Oh, Don Mick, hey, good to know you're in Washington, because you know I'm putting my name on the ballot for governor of Washington, so I expect to see your vote. If you guys know of any businesses that are suffering right now in Washington State, let me know. Let me know what issues you have encountered here in Washington State. Well, not here, I'm in Honduras, in Washington State. And then I want to be able to speak to that. I want to be able to speak to what we're trying to change in Washington. Juan Alberto says, debating has become a lost art. You know what I don't like about debating people today? It's that they don't debate to try to get information. They don't debate so that we can see, okay, this is this side, this is this side, and you know, we'll just walk, we'll part ways, and that's good. People don't debate that way no more. The new way of debating for people is, as the young ones now say, you're cooked, right? The chef is cooking. It's cooking with the truth. And it's just really putting somebody else down. I can do that all day. Yes, Patrick. Espresso Americano backwards. Or in reverse. I will put the camera the other way, but then other people will see me. I wouldn't be able to read your comments, so it has to be backwards. Until two hot mamas just came in. Let's see, I'm trying to read your comments. Well, I'm glad you asked. So some of you people like Hondurans to wave the Honduras flag in the United States. Well, I don't. I wave the American flag. When I'm in Honduras, I will show the Honduras flag. It's a sign of respect for the people. Think about that next time you ask that question. And I hope that you didn't mean anything evil by that. No, I'm not in the States. I'm in Honduras. They're looking for a gotcha moment. Yeah. So what I want if I debate somebody, it's okay. Show me the facts. Show me the facts, but make your point to where it makes sense. And unfortunately, it's if I make my point to where I think it makes sense, the other person wants to fight it and wants to convince me that their side, it's the only answer. That's not what debating is to me. Should there be a winner at the end of the day? Sure. But my job is not to convince you. I think that you can find that winning. Oh man, try not to look too much. The whole idea of just wanting to fight and argue somebody just to win or embarrass them, I don't like that kind of debating. Debating to me, it's something that I learned. I watched two professors. Okay, I watched two professors, and one of them was a socialist. Okay, one of them was a socialist, and the other one was a conservative. You know, and the conservative professor would demand respect from the crowd to the socialist professor. That's me. I like that. Now they can talk trash to each other. That's fine, but the fact is, the conservative one would allow the socialist to make all of these points and all these remarks. But when it came for the conservative to do those things, they don't like it. They like to interrupt all the time. They think that by disrupting you while you're talking, they can win. And that's not how it works. Dennis, talk about the live from last night. Which part, Dosito? With the young libtards. It's not in my brain right now. My mother, rest in peace, was a serious lady. She was like a boot camp sergeant. Well, I can tell you, if I'm making a speech, right, for everybody, you might hear libtards. You might hear some of those words, but in reality, I'm going to try to brush it off so that people will probably most likely not get offended. But I can tell you, I don't believe I'm going to be successful because it doesn't matter if I'm just, talking the truth. People will find a way to feel offended. Congratulations, Tanya. Same with my wife. She couldn't believe she can quit. Now I don't like being controlled. So when I said I wanted to quit, I just did it. Period. Name a car from an edit. I don't know what that means. Nanzi, if we can't respect each other's differences, then we're just animals. Good point. I faffled one day and she popped my ass with the three-phase cord from the stove. Oh, that was my mother too. But it's different when they love you, right? It's different when they love you. Some youngsters today, they don't understand what that is. Hey, Paul, what's going on? They believe that trolls write on the internet. Yeah, they do. Man, I should have brought my glasses. She doesn't like you because you raised it with your own people. Don't know what that is. Sorry about that. Thank you, Derek, and thank you, Dennis. You're welcome, Tanya. Don Mitch says, my wife is Filipina and I am Caucasian. We travel to the Philippines once or twice a year for vacation. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why we have passports to enjoy life. Yes, sir. I'm waiting for this coffee to kick in. I got a headache right here. Both temple size. Drill Sergeant Mom is when she tells you to go out back and get a switch and you go get one as she goes. It ain't big enough and she comes back with the whole damn tree. Robert, crazy ass. Keep the comments short, man. I can't read that much. Omar says, been here for a while time. The Young Libtards sound like an extra odd punk rock band. Oh boy. Truth Teller has an animal soul. I believe that. Now be nice, be nice. No racist or anti-Semitic stuff. Patrick says my wife is a catracha and we spend time in both countries. I live in Honduras over 17 years. Oh wow. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, next time we'll plan it. I'll send you guys an email, and whoever wants to join, we'll make it a thing. If it's just guys, we can go in and share maybe a BRB and make it cheaper so that we can go anywhere, rent a car together, all that stuff. Absolutely. The more the merrier, and the more the safer. Safety in numbers. Oh, you're talking about somebody else's live. Yeah, so there was a libtard that was I guess he didn't support Trump or something like that, and I don't understand why people think it's okay to mutilate children. It's the stupidest thing, and that's something that libtards just they don't want to let go of that. It's why would you want something evil like that for your children? And I think that one of the things that the guy pointed out was that a lot of these children, they're hurt in their family and they want to be who they want to be, so they should get a choice and they should get gender affirmation. What? Gender care, gender affirmation care. Like, no, that's not how it works. If somebody's being abused at home, they need mental help, not mental disaster affirmation. That's crazy that you think that somebody that has been hurt has to be a transgender. I don't understand that. This lady started talking on the phone, but she started yawning. That was freaking loud. Yeah, we don't stand with that, obviously, the Cito. And that is something that I'm going to push. We're going to get rid of that crap over here as well. I got 20% battery. Dang it, I should have brought my charger. We got 20% battery left on my phone. I'm going to see if I can make that walk back with you guys. And hey, Samuel, how are you? Hello again. I'm going to finish my coffee, hopefully. And then I'll just walk back. And maybe I'll go back. Maybe I'll go live on Monday or tonight, later tonight. Don't forget that we have a Super Bowl game today, so we got to get that game in, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Romeo, how are you, man? Thanks for asking. Yeah, Honduras is phenomenal. But here's the thing, guys. It doesn't matter where you go. If you have no money, it will always be a bad experience. But for some reason, when I'm here in Honduras, even when I don't have money, just being able to, walk down the street and just kind of looking at, the mountains and stuff, it's good enough for me. I don't know. That's it. It's good enough for me. Game starts at 3:30 your time, right? So that'll be 5:30 over here. That means in 2 hours and 15 minutes. No, Danica, I don't do imitations like that. I'm a Hispanic guy. I can't imitate President Trump at all. He's an old American. I just don't have that. That's the Honduran President Trump. That's horrible. I bet you though, if I practice, I'll probably nail it. I should have made you put a super chat for that. I'm trying to finish this coffee fast. Don't forget to hit a like on my video if you are in here. I'm about to try to walk a little bit faster on the way back. And guess what? My headache went away. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Let me tell you, if I'm going to be addicted to something, there's only two things that I want to be addicted to. Coffee and love. All right, let me throw this in the garbage. Let's go. Muchas gracias. Hasta buen día. Woo! Damn! I have to come back for the pharmacy. I was gonna go to the ice cream place, but too much sugar. I'm glad the coffee espresso was right next to it. Woo! Robert, 2 months. Look at you, subscribing 2 months at a time. All right, I don't think there's a thing in the middle here. So I'm gonna try to cross over here. Show you guys the traffic, so if I get hit, you guys know to call 911. Yes, 911 over here in Honduras as well. Man, I love that tree. That's an awesome tree. If I buy land over here in Honduras, I definitely want to have some big trees like that. Let's see if it's 18% battery will carry us all the way back to the house. I'm trying to walk a little bit faster. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, this breeze feels so good. So good. I'm going to extend my little gimbal here. There you go. That's a long walk, I tell you right now. That's a long walk. Oh, you got to be careful when you're walking, because you're going to find yourself that there's some holes. Whew. There's some holes in the sidewalks. Take care, Zachary. Thanks for stopping by, brother. This is what my barrio, my community used to look like without pavement, dirt roads. To be honest, I like to see that sometimes because it brings back memories. When everything changes, you don't have those memories back anymore. No Asha here. I'm sure they got rules, it's just people don't follow them. Just like we have lights. Just like we have lights, but people don't follow them. Oh boy. That's crazy. Just so you know, there's two girls in a little minivan there. You won't believe what they asked me. I didn't know that happened here in Honduras, to be honest. But apparently, bread and honey, you can buy it anywhere. That's crazy. Samantha says Dennis is hiding in Honduras. Yes, I self-deported to Honduras to show people that it can be done. Yes, it can be done. So I had to go all the way to those lights over there. It's just a little bit over a mile. My wife says I walk fast, but I don't think I walk that fast. Yeah. Well, you know, if you're a responsible person, right? You don't really need OSHA. You would just try to make sure that you're safe and, you know, do what you got to do the right way. Let me ask you a question, a serious question, because something came through my feed on my X account. What is wrong with these libtards? They see a father holding their daughter and they automatically think that guy is a pedophile. What is that? Why are libtards, why do they think that way? Yeah. Sometimes I think she doesn't know me. But I tell her, you should know me. You should know how I am. Always. You know, like they showed a picture of President Trump with his daughter, and she did seem a little bit awkward, right? And the title of the picture was so disgusting. I don't understand why they think so pervertedly. Don't get me wrong, we're all humans. Especially guys, we're somewhat perverted. I think, I don't know, who knows, maybe women too, but it's disgusting. You know, I don't know anybody else, but you know, when I came here to Honduras last summer with my daughter, 12 years old, I slept with my daughter the whole time. You know, we slept together, and obviously, you know, we didn't shower together. She had her privacy, but you know, she liked laying right next to daddy. You know, and I never ever given my daughter any what's the word? Any reason to believe that I'm trying to hurt her at all. Now, if somebody tries to touch my daughter, she will beat the crap out of them. My daughter is strong. You know, but when I was sick, she would lay next to me and just, you know, just say, Daddy, I hope you get better soon, and can I get you some water? She would just take care of me, you know, and she does that because that's what I do for her when she's sick. I pamper her, I baby her. I let her know everything is gonna be okay. You know? And for some reason, libtards, they don't understand that part. It's like they never got love from their parents. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of perverts out there. You know, you should never just completely ignore the facts. You should always just kind of, you know, be cautious about things. But you should really stop raising false testimonies against others. If you don't know for sure, shut the hell up. Shut up. And you try to be a better person. Stop trying to change the world when you can't even change your own mind. When my daughter was a baby, I would hold her even while she was throwing up. I can't stand, I gotta stop. I can't stand to see her hurt at all. I totally understand what her saying. Thank you, Rod. Nothing more pure than a daddy's love. I miss mine terribly. Thank you, Tanya.
Yeah, Joseph, that is the line on my channel. Shut the hell up. Some people are getting it. People that are new to my channel, they don't know why I say it that way. But that's just a line that stuck with us for I think quite a few months already. So it really is more to troll people, but it's also true. Shut the hell up if you don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's what we say. That's what we say. Yeah, we both got COVID when we came to Honduras last summer. But it wasn't like I was. What is this? Oh, this is a small mango. Baby mango. I just noticed the leaves. That's the mango flower. Yeah, that's what it is. Mangoes. Love the smell of mango leaves. I'll show you a little bit on top. Oh yeah. So if I came here around March, probably maybe March, middle to end of March, you'll be able to see a lot of mangoes everywhere. A lot of mangoes. Because right now they're just springing. This is how I can tell that it's spring here in Honduras. See, most people, they can't tell it's winter because even the winter, oh boy, 189 lempiras. Woo! That's about $6. Yeah, that's how I can tell that it's winter in our fall. Yeah, I think that's how it is. Because right now, it's already mangoes coming out, but springtime technically doesn't start until March 21st. So by March 21st, the trees already have ripe fruit and have been given fruits for a while. That's how I know. Even though it's gotten cold over here in the last few days, that's how I know that it's not winter over here. And I know that it is springtime. Now, once March 1st starts coming in, that is actually springtime for us in the United States. Oh, look at that plane over there. He's about to turn around so that it can land at the airport. That's the mountain. That is the mountain behind the house where I'm at, so I'm almost there. And the light is almost there. I told you I walk pretty fast. Well, I think I walk normal. My wife thinks I walk fast. So anywho, if you want to come down here when it's scorching hot, it has to be April, May, and June. Back towards the end of June, you start having your fall, which in the States becomes summer. That's how I see it. One more like, guys. One more like. And we get 100 likes on my live. Buen día. No me paré en la pintura. No. I was telling the guys I did not step on the paint. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you. Look at that. You actually see a lot of bikes over here. Not as much as you do in the Philippines, but you do see a lot of bikes. 108, good Lord. Thanks, guys. Ah, you guys are making me feel special. Absolutely. This is the big truck that I walked by where the little kid was playing on the steering wheel. I'm gonna take a selfie on this live, and you guys can go ahead and save it if you wanna screen capture it. Hopefully there's no nasty comments when you capture the screen. Here we go. You can take that selfie, capture that screen, and remember that. Let's see what you got here. How much is gas there in dollars? All right, take your calculators out. Here we go. The coin exchange right now, it's about 26.5 lempiras for $1. Get that again, 26.5 to 1, okay? Here, they sell the gas in liters. The liter for regular gas, it's 23.37 times 4. And then you divide that to get it in dollars. That's how much it is. 10% battery life. I think it's gonna make it all the way till I get home, to be honest. Woo! I got some of that dust to get in my eye. I love it here, guys. I just love it. Yeah, lempiras. L-E-M as in Mary, P-I-R-A-S. Lempiras. That is the name of our Indian hero here in Honduras. He was a Lenca Mayan Indian. I know some people don't like me to say Mayan because that was given by a white archaeologist or something. But whatever, it is what it is. Man, I tell you, I love walking, especially talking with you guys. Hi, Keith. I am in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. The city where I was born, the country where I was born. I don't want to go back, guys. I don't want to go back to the States. I really don't. Isn't that weird? People want to migrate illegally to the United States, and yet I don't want to leave Honduras. You know why? Because the whole time that I've been here, I see people working hard, and I see the good things that they have because they work hard. And regardless of how people see it and how they want to spin it and play it, the people that don't make anything of themselves here are people that are not educated. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to respect the law. They don't want to stick to policy and rules. They want to do whatever the hell they want. They want the quick buck. In the same way of how people in the ghetto go and sell drugs, trying to make that quick buck instead of going to school, instead of, working hard. I don't know, be innovative. You know what, I'm going to tell you something to my American brothers and sisters over there. Ah, man, I love you guys. But I'm going to tell you something. ¿Qué tal? But I'm going to tell you guys something. Here in Honduras, we are run hard in school. We are run hard in school. It is very difficult. At least it was in my time. And I'm talking about 80s. But you know what? We are taught to work so hard. That is the dream they give us. Work very hard and you'll become something. And then when you graduate the university, very few people make it. Why? And I'm going to tell you this. This is why I am thankful for the United States of America. The United States of America taught me to dream and to believe and hope in God that I can be whatever I put myself out to be. And I don't mean transgender, you nasties, you magnasties. Somebody say I'm transgender because of my hair? Come on, man. Come on. We're better than that. We're better than that. So I tell you this because you guys may have heard me already say it, that when I came to the States to be back in 7th grade, which 7th grade to us is college, just so you know. 7th grade is already college for Hondurans. And what's missing here is dreamers. You have the hard work, hard labor, the dedication, the sacrificing. You have all those things, but you have no dream. Nobody gets taught vision. And the Americans do that. Americans have a lot of vision, a lot of dream, and that's why in America you are a developed country, because you're able to overcome all those things that people with no vision can overcome. So I'm very thankful. Oh, Bernie, what's up, man? I've been missing you, brother. Haven't seen you in my life for a while. Like live, not life. My battery is almost dying, so it's probably just gonna cut off. I'm just gonna let it die on its own. So just know, if you are here right now, I wanna say thank you for the super chats, but I wanna say thank you for being on my live today. God bless you and your families, okay? So I'm gonna let this phone go until it dies, all right? I'm gonna go here to this little spot, which I think is very cute. Look at this. Right here, next to the little bear mountain. Look at that. How about that? Huh? Oh, yes, baby. Let's try to get in the shade. Bernil, it's good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Let me read that comment. I know you made a comment. Yeah, you did. In Honduras, uneducated people who don't want to work are called chuntaros, which defines a coastal fish who is coastal and buries its head in the sand. Intrusive fish. Yes, I know that. I know the one you're talking about. Proud of being American, says Omar. Yes, sir. Don't have to imagine carnage. I am. Brian. America was a developed country. It is a developed country today. Coyote, that's a lot of numbers, bro. In Fulton County, 148,319 absentee ballots were counted in 2020 from Fulton County, but only 125,000 voters are recorded as casting. There are 25,534 more counted. Biden won by 11,000. Brother, we know that election was stolen. It's not it's not news to us, and we're just not gonna keep fighting that. Let them try to figure it out. They're working on it. Let them try to figure it out. Practice makes perfect, says Bill. Nathan, can I have a shout out? Shout out to Nathan. Happy birthday, Nathan. I think that's the happy birthday, Nathan. I know somebody asked earlier. Not sure if you have any Christadelphian people there in Honduras. I don't know what Christadelphian is, to be honest. Not in my brain right now. Not in my brain. But I can tell you, going back, the education here, it's so good in Honduras. But the people, their dreams are sponged away from them. They're taken away from the people, and that's because of socialist communists. That's the reason. But we got rid of that. Thanks to President Donald Trump supporting the Honduras president right now, which, by the way, I have to go look him up because Omar said that he talked with President Trump already, and I can't believe I missed it. So I gotta go look. All right. Don't forget, guys, my battery's dying, so it will just drop off by itself, okay? So I can tell you this: we need to have a great relationship from Honduras with the United States of America. I feel that as a Honduran, the least that I can ask for is for the United States of America to please don't put Honduras last. Put us in their armpit of the United States. Keep us in there. We are in Central America. This country is so beautiful. And we can have America, United States military here as we have it right now, but we can have more military in Honduras strategically between North and South America so that we can protect the Caribbean as well. Honduras is a very good location for American military to be in. But we need to make sure that we are allies, that we are supporting each other. I can tell you, there's a lot of things that Honduran people can do. There's a lot of engineers. There's a lot of techies out here. There's a lot of very smart, dedicated, hardworking Hondurans that would be a great asset to the United States of America. I want us to be like this, like white on rice. That's how I want us to be. I want us to go together like beans and rice and bananas. You know, just bananas with the beans. That's how I want us to be. I apologize. I couldn't help it. That girl just popped into my head. The bananas and rice, guys, is the rice and bananas. And nobody can understand, but I'm sure you'll get it when I say bananas and beans. Oh, my goodness. Woo, all right. Uh-oh, my brother's here. Hey! Bueno, ya que está gritando, vení a saludar ahora. Ahora vení a saludar. Estoy en vivo ahorita. Here, I'm going to show you guys a wild monkey here in Honduras. This is one of my older brothers.
Hello. Hi, everybody. From Honduras.
Oh, Seahawks!
Go Hawks!
Go Hawks! Hey, don't be going after my brother. You want to yell at me, but not him. ¿Dónde vas?
The store. Get a Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
¿Y la dieta qué pasó?
No today.
¿Allá en Delino no?
No today. No hay. Está cerrado todo.
Oh, sí? Va pues, termina el rato entonces. We're getting ready for the Seahawks game here in Honduras. Hey, saluda esta mandadora, dice. He's waving at you. Yes, that's the only reason why I came to Honduras. Pretty much unannounced. Ooh, look at this. Hey, don't be looking at my fat. Don't be looking at my hanging titties. I think this gives is this passion fruit? Anybody know? What the hell is this? Obviously nobody's taking care of it, but aloe vera? I don't know, man. I thought aloe vera was the flat ones. Oh, I love the sound of the birds. Hey, thanks for the 121 likes. It's not aloe vera, right? I thought it looked like that one fruit that the Filipinos. Oh my God! Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, Honduras, guys. Like seriously. Why? Look how beautiful that is without the damn bottle. It is my favorite soda, but come on. I hope that's not piss. Oh boy. Let's see if they let me in here. Man, there's a lot of bottles in here. I'm gonna have to leave it with it. That's horrible. Forgive me, guys. I had to leave the bottle there. There's so many bottles in there. If I'm gonna pick one up, it has to be all of them. You know, it wouldn't be so hard. Just come out with a big bag and, oh my goodness. The things that I gotta do for my country. Ocupa el código. No, va. Gracias. So this is the neighborhood where I'm at. You guys seen this already. I'm over here talking like you guys are still with me without checking to see if the phone was alive. Just show you guys. Now look at that. I think there's actually people having a picnic, or they're gonna play soccer or something. Let's see what they're doing. Timing belt, buddy. Honduras, where if the car moves, you still drive it. Go live with the Super Bowl. Oh man, I better be seeing some super chat drops on there. Yeah, a lot of people here at the park. I don't know what they're doing. A ver, caballito. Caballito, caballito. Ah. A ver, caballito, caballito. Woo! I told them horse. When I said horse, you go on one wheel, Papa Willie. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. This is that's my nephew over there. Oh, you know what this is? This is a reunion. The community reunion. So this is a buenas tardes. And the phone's gonna die, but so this is a gated community. The reason why they let me in is because they saw me go out and they know I'm here visiting the family. But they are here because they're having a meeting on who's gonna be the next president of the community, not the country, of the community. Ah, basura. I wasn't gonna show you guys my family, but it's my nephew Joel. And the other one is over there. The other one is over there talking with some other people. So this is a little old school basketball court / soccer. So you have the soccer in the bottom, basketball on the top, missing both of the nets. I'm telling you guys, Berniel knows that we're running for governor and he's supporting me. But I can tell you that if we don't win, it doesn't mean that we're gonna give up on trying to do something for the community. If you guys are good and okay with it, I would love to be able to have something happening here in Honduras. Thank you for the super there, Rob. Go live with the Super Bowl. The family is gonna be in there. It's a small living room. I will ask if I can set the phone up and see if we can go live, okay? I will ask. But I would love to come here, and just like you see in no nets on here, you know, that's something so inexpensive. Maybe we can get some donations, grab some money. We can put nets on the basketball hoops, you know, on the goal post. And maybe, who knows, maybe help them fix the area here with the concrete so that the kids can find it more appealing to come out here and play. Man, I'm surprised. This 2% battery is going on for a long time. Oh, it's so nice and fresh under the shade. There's some mandras here. There's some almonds here. Let me show you guys before this dies. Hopefully I get to show you.